It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah Lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Behar Bechukotai. The question of the week is, why is the reward for following God materialism? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha Bechukotai, which is the second of the two Torah portions of this week, which is also Parsha Chazak, the Torah begins, In Bechukotai Tilechu, if you go in my statutes, means you follow the Torah and the mitzvot, and you do the mitzvot, so God says, as a reward, I'm going to give you, v'nasati geshmeichem b'itam, you will receive rain, which refers to the fact that the land will produce for blessing, which is referring to materialistic blessing. So the question is, why is there a reward, materialism, when in reality for studying Torah and doing mitzvot, shouldn't the reward be something more spiritual? Torah, mitzvot, more of a spiritual life. But nevertheless, you see clearly that the Torah specifically gives us a reward. What kind of reward? Materialism. So the Rebbe explains a phenomenal insight, and he says, based on the verse that says, "Mibsari echz elokah," for my flesh you see godliness. So you see that in a human being, you have different attributes. You have your head, you have your hand, you have your feet, you have your heart, you have your mind. And every single part of the human body has different life energy. However, there's something which is called the essence of life, which is equal, whether it's in the brain, the heart, the hands, the feet, and from the highest to the lowest parts of the human being, has what? Something which is called life. The essence of life is equal all over. Now, it's brought down actually in Kabbalah and mysticism. This essence of life that's equal and all over is much more powerful than the specific life that's in the hand, the feet, the head, the heart, in its specific limb or organ. In other words, the part of life that's all over is much more powerful. So the Rebbe explains the same thing also. When a person studies Torah and does mitzvot, that gives the person the greatest reward, a much powerful reward, the reward that penetrates every single aspect of life, both the spiritual and the physical. So in other words, when the Torah tells us, when we're getting reward for doing mitzvot, geshmeichem, materialism, it's to teach us that the greatest reward is one that's not limited to just spirituality, but it penetrates every part of the world, spiritual and physical. So to answer the question, why is the reward for studying Torah and doing mitzvot and following God materialism? Because that is the greatest power, the greatest energy, the greatest life force, the one that penetrates all throughout every single aspect of the world, spirituality and the physical as well. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.